All right, y'all, how's it going? Oh man, I'll tell you what, it is, let's see, what time is it? It is noon. I got on the water about 7:30 this morning, and it took me that long to catch a bait. This old river, boy, she's being stingy right now, and I really don't know why. I had to go, like, I had to go a long ways to find some bait. But I found some. My goal was to catch enough for today and tomorrow, so I'm definitely getting a late start today. Try to get this boat out of here. Just had a barge go by, so I had to get out of his way. I ain't even got the rods in the water yet. But anyway, I'm gonna drag a spot that I don't typically fish because, I mean, everybody fishes it. I mean, just right here where I'm at, there's 3 boat ramps that squirts out at the main river, you know, so that you got, you know, everybody fishes here. And you got the fact that, you know, there's just so much boat traffic that runs through here. Like I can see 2 or 3 boats that way. There's a couple of them up this way. But like I said, I don't fish it just because a lot of other people fish it, you know. But today we have the reason why, I'll go to the reason why I'm fishing it, because today we've got a north wind again, which is no big deal because tomorrow it's going to be out of the south, but we got a pretty good north wind today. And the way this particular stretch of river is, it actually faces north. So that north wind is, you know, not going to bother us, because I tried fishing it the last time. Where are we at? Yeah, I tried fishing in that north wind last time with it pushing us, and it made it tough. I mean, I still caught fish doing it, but I just want to get out here and try this stretch just for the simple fact because I don't fish it, and I want to see what's out here. So once I get this bridge, most of y'all that's local will know exactly where I'm at, and that's fine. Like I said, this spot here is no big secret. I'm trying to get us out to about. I did scan some of this stuff. There is a ton of bait out here. So that's one thing. And then I did scan some fish. They still look like a bunch of small ones like we were dealing with the other day. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to go on here. I'm trying to get us out to the main channel here, or at least on this. Because the only thing I'm doing is I'm fishing a sloping bank, and it's like this for a long ways, and then it turns into, we'll be going in and out of holes. So new week, we'll see where these fish are. Water temps, it's 85 today. Last night the ambient temp got down to like 65 degrees, so that's kind of cool. It feels pretty good today. It's just that sun is still hot. You know what I mean? So, but we're gonna get out to this main channel here, and I'm gonna get these set up, and we'll see what we can't drag up. There's the fish. There we go, finally. Don't feel like a bad one either. Swimming to me? 'Cause he is definitely staying down, that's a fact. Finally. Man, he popped that board. That's cool when that happens. Wanted him a piece of white bass. Yeah, he wanted him a piece of white bass. Oh, let me net him. He's yep. Oh, them old bass boats. It ain't one set of boats, it's another. knocking the dang camera sideways. Yeah, when ain't one set of boats, it's another, boy. I mean, I can't complain too much on that, you know, because I am dead middle of the channel here. You're done, buddy. Yeah, he popped that board loose. That's kind of cool. I like seeing them when they hit it like that. Oh yeah, he's in the 20s. Not a bad start, considering what a late start it was we got. All right. I like it when they pop that board loose, you know. That just means he just flat wanted it. Get him up here. Yeah, he's in the 20s for sure. That's a solid, probably right at 20, 22 maybe. But you, sir, come out of almost 60 foot of water. So let me see if I can't help you out some. Need to get a bigger tube for these little bit bigger fish. There we go. There we go, buddy. Heck yeah. One more look at this dude. All right, well, for a spot that I don't fish, it's not bad so far. Hang on, I'll let you go. There it goes. Good deal. That's a good starter fish for sure. All right. Okay. Oh, God, dog. God, dog. Uh-oh. I just heard drag peeling off that one. Not quite a double. I think that one's just hung up on the bottom. Feels like another decent fish. Yeah, he kind of give up there. No, he's still. Oh yeah, he's not a bad one. Not quite as big as the last one, but he's pretty dang close. Come on over here, buddy. Pretty dang close. Yeah, he's pretty close to that last one. Well, I like that. Hey, a pop free. That's what I'm talking about. So, this old male right here, old beat up male. Well, heck yeah, look at this dude, y'all. Not a bad one. He's not quite as big as the last one we just caught. Yeah, you are definitely another one. Yeah, turn your tail the other way. Because they're coming out of 55 foot of water. There we go. There we go, buddy. All right. Thank you, sir. Yeah, this is definitely a male. Oh, just all kinds of little fight marks on him from the spawn. I appreciate the heck out of that. Heck yeah. You're free. You're free. He's sitting there like, what do I do? There's something about this board that's just kind of weird. It's because I got a fish on it. Unreal. I never seen him bite. Never seen him bite. But that board would come forward, it would slide back, and then it would come forward, then it would slide back. So he's just been chilling with it for I don't know how long. He's not a bad fish either. That's weird. You know, usually you'll get that with smaller fish, but like I said, he's not a bad one. That is weird. I mean, I'll take him any way I can, but man, God, this wind. It's just amazing out of just the fish I've already caught, you know, how we pass over fish so much. There he goes, now he's pulling drag. Man, that is weird. I mean, he didn't do nothing. Like I said, the only thing I could see was that board sliding back, then it would come forward, but it never acted like a fish. Yeah, it's just amazing how many fish we just drive over, you know, because he's a good one. Oh, it's a big flathead, y'all. It's a big flathead. That's why. That's why it's a big flathead. Heck yeah, that's a nice flathead. There you go. He's just down there chilling, is all he was doing. Come here, buddy. Let me show you off. God, that's a, I mean, it's not a huge flathead. Oh my God, y'all. Holy crap. Why was he just swimming with it? Oh yeah, that's a good flathead there, y'all. That's a good flathead. Why was he just swimming with it? That doesn't make any sense. He was just down there swimming with it. Oh, this is neat. This is neat. I don't care what anybody said. That is unreal. Like I said, all he was doing was just swimming with the boat. Come here, buddy. Yeah, actually, come here, buddy. Oh yeah, look at this dude. Yeah. Look at that dude right there. That is so stinking awesome. Oh man, it's a nice fish. Let me get a picture of this dude. All right, y'all. Oh, let me let this fish go. One more look. I mean, look at the head on that dude. I mean, just a beautiful fish. He's got a lot of post-spawn marks. That's interesting. A lot of post-spawn marks. Heck yeah, let me let you go, big dude. Thank you. Come on, you're free. You're free. There he goes. That's the second fish that's done that. He's just kind of like, what do I do? What do I do? That is stinking awesome, y'all. That's a big flathead. He was definitely high 40s, if not close to 50. Nice flathead. Something about that don't look right. That's why. I've been dragging this fish for forever. My line was, I noticed it on the back of the planer board, it was floating. Then I look back behind all that, I see this little fish. I'll be dang. I wonder how long I've been dragging him. That's unreal. God, it's just been a weird day. Between that flathead and now this little dude. It's been a weird day. He's just all kinds of tangled up. That's his problem. Because I did have this board get smacked, but you know, it never did anything outside of that. God dang, I don't know what's fighting worse. The drag on that planer board or what? Oh yeah, he's all kinds of tangled up. Come here, buddy. Let me see if I can't fix your particular situation. I mean, you have got me a mess, Bubba. See, what you got to do is you've got to pull harder. Okay? You have got to pull harder. That's just the only way I'm gonna know if your little butt's back there. Hold on, I'll get you taken care of, buddy. I'll get you taken care of. You poor little thing. You poor little thing. Well, you gotta open up, buddy. Okay. Man, I feel so bad for you, buddy. Well, you're still kicking around, so you should be all right. Yeah, you're gonna have to pull harder next time. That's all I can tell you. There he goes. All right, he's just fine. Yeah, he's just gonna have to pull harder next time. I was like, why is my line floating? It should not be floating. You know, I'm dragging 5-ounce weights. That's a good reason why. My God, dog. Yeah, he's not a monster, but we're starting to get a little bit deeper water. But we come across that long flat and absolutely nothing on that thing. Absolutely nothing. But we're getting ready to run through some holes, which when we first started out, we were in holes, or we were coming out of a hole. So maybe they're moving to the holes now. I don't know. Like I said, every day it's different. Try to pattern them from day to day, you just can't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you did it, but you got it. Because when I'm using well, actually, if I'm using anything, I always want to put that big head right out the back. And it wasn't a huge head, but it was still a head nonetheless. He can't even close his mouth. But you can have it, buddy. I'll give it to you. You're just like the other one I caught the other day. You can have it. I got plenty more. Thank you, though. Yeah, I got plenty more of them. I just don't know how them little fish are. Well, they're just hungry, I guess. I got one right here, prime for the picking. But I had a hit on that rod, and of course, obviously this one. But we are, we drug out of a hole, and we did pretty well in that hole. I don't know how long I was dragging that flathead, but then we come across just the flat. I mean, it was a steady 43 feet for a while. So didn't get nothing up there. But like I said, we're getting ready to come in where it's gonna start dumping off. We're like, I think I've seen 54 feet. So from the last time I updated my cards, that thing should be 56 feet, 57 feet, if I had to guess. So hopefully there'll be some slightly bigger ones hanging out in there. But it's just, you know, we've only been doing this for about 2 hours, this spot here. But it's just amazing how many fish, you know, you drive past. Because like I said, I don't ever fish here. I think I fished that right over there maybe one time a while back, but that was it. But I do see a lot of other people fish here, you know, but like I said, right there, well, you've probably seen all the bass boats. Well, the bass boats and stuff, you know, running up down through here, and you got jet skis and you got all kinds of other stuff, so it just kind of makes it irritating to fish here. Real quick, okay, so this is what we're getting ready to come up to. All right, so all this, like this has been, all this back here has just been total wasted time. I should have left there, but I didn't. I'm pretty stubborn-headed like that. But anyway, we're coming up to this area here. This is like a little trough that goes into these holes, and that hole's 54 feet. You know, this hole's 54 feet, then it comes out to 53 feet. You know, then you got these little, you know, these sharp underwater points. Like that's I'd call that an island coming up off this point here, underwater island, all the way down through here. Now, typically, and on a river, a spot like that will be just loaded with structure. A spot like that will be loaded with structure. Spot like that will be loaded with structure. And the same thing to like here and the back sides of these holes, because that's where all the trash stops at. So I don't know. $1 million question is, how much of this stuff we're gonna make through it? But again, I've never scanned this. I've honestly never fished this. I'm just saying, you know, because this stretch here, I fished, like I said, I fished a little bit over there, but I've never fished this. So we'll see. I mean, it's good looking stuff, really good looking stuff. And based off of that hole that's under the bridge back there where I pulled them fish out of, it's just kind of the same thing. And it's right before a rock bluff too, so we got to keep that in mind. But with that flathead we caught, maybe there's another one laying out here in them deep holes. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we make through, or what makes it through and what doesn't. It is a fish. He's got it too. But he's not a big one. God dog, man, I figured coming through this area here, man, there'd be a good spot to get a big one, but he is not. Well, we're not quite all the way through it yet either, so. But at least he bit it. Real soft like they've been doing. Man, come on now. We were getting into some bigger ones there. And that was pretty much it. Start catching post-spawn flatheads. That's typically a really good sign. Yeah, he's just twirling. Well, at least he ate it. Golly, I think he's the smallest one of the day. Just all twisted up, can't do nothing. I've caught, let's see, how many of those have I caught so far? I think this one here makes 8. Well, between that, you know, that 5 and 8 pound range is, I've caught. I've caught a few of them. He just messed around and got hooked is all he done. He did knock the bait off. All right. Yeah, I've caught, like I said, about this one here. He's about 5 pounds, but I've had, like I said, I think this makes 8 that I've caught in that 5 to 8 pound range, especially on that flat. It was terrible back there. They were everywhere. Well, you got to go through them too. They're just as hungry as everything else. All right, y'all, as they say, that's a wrap. Man, we pulled through the holes and stuff I showed you guys. I thought for sure we'd pick one up out of there. We had one bite on my suspended rod. That was the only thing we had out of that, and I just pulled out of the hole, so all my baits are kind of sitting right on the top there. But man, I thought for sure we'd catch one out of there. I don't know. It just looked way too good, because as soon as I started kind of dumping off, I seen a bunch of activity. And of course, I got some little bites, you know, and that could be what it is, but I did see some bigger marks. You know, maybe they weren't catfish. I mean, they were in the right spot, or they just didn't want to eat, I guess. I don't know. These fish are weird sometimes, but yeah, that was rather disappointing. I thought for sure we'd pull one out of there. But all in all, wasn't a bad couple-hour trip. Like I said, I burned a lot of my time up catching bait this morning. Which is fine, and of course, the old saying goes, a catfishman spends more time catching bait than he does actually fishing. And a lot of days, that's true. That is definitely true. I could contest to that. But we did them catching bait. We did them catching a couple of good fish. We caught them 2 first blues. They were in the 20s. That flathead I caught, he was high 40s, really high 40s. And then, like I said, I caught several 5 to 8 pounders. I'm not going to put all them in the video, because it's just, you've seen me catch a million of them things. But like I said, everything's moving out, and it was just interesting to catch a post-spawn flathead, because he had all the markings. He was scarred up, skinny. When that fish fills out, that's going to be a 60-pound fish. Well, a high 50-pound fish anyway. But it was cool to catch him. And like when I said earlier, when he never hit the board. The only thing I just seen the board every now and again just kind of go back. It would come forward back in line, then it would just go back, and I probably did that 50 yards. Then I'm like, well, let me just check that thing, because it may be a little one. I've had little ones do that. And turns out it's almost a 50-pound flathead. Weird fish. But like I said, all in all, wasn't a bad couple-hour trip. I didn't want to burn up all day out here. I just really, because I knew it's a north wind. Tomorrow's going to be back out of the south, so it's going to be a little bit better. Actually, today was a northeast wind, which is what they say is one of the worst winds you could fish. But you know, then I've never drug this area. A lot of people fish it. I've never fished this spot. I fished a little bit over there one time, but I always blew past this spot. Well, I guess that goes to show you, you know, when you run to a spot, you go over a lot of good fish, and that was the case today. So it was pretty nice to get them in the boat. But yeah, like I said, man, this last spot, God, I was so pumped. But I guess that goes to show you the fish ain't everywhere where you think they should be. So that's why we come out and, you know, we do what we do. We grind until we find them. But all in all, I was pretty happy. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I guess I'll catch you on the next one.